Well, today's Easter Sunday. We're still celebrating the long weekend, and tomorrow we are expecting traffic volumes to pick up on the country's major routes. So let's get the latest traffic update now from the Free State with our reporter, Kamogelo Seekoei. Kamogelo, a very good afternoon to you. Have some Easter holiday makers begun to make their return journeys so far? And how is traffic looking currently on the Free State roads?
Well, we're standing on the N1 here on a bridge that's actually looking on the N1 just outside of Bloemfontein, and the traffic seems to be flowing quite smoothly at this point. On our way here, we actually saw some law enforcement officers who are conducting routine stops and checking on these minibus taxis as well as other motorists. But from what we heard from the department is that the Free State has recorded 5 fatalities over the weekend, starting on Friday. 2 crashes happened on the N3 towards Durban, where 3 people were declared dead on the road. There were also 2 other accidents in Warden and in Kroonstad, where 2 other fatalities took place. But according to the department, they have been on the road ensuring that there's control in terms of traffic. You remember that during the festive season, the Free State actually recorded a decline of 27.4% in terms of fatalities, and the department actually attributed that to the fact that law enforcement officers are on the road, whether it's during the day and whether it's at night. You remember that last week also the department launched the Easter Road Safety Campaign, where on the day 305 people were actually issued with tickets, and they say that more people have been issued with tickets for various reasons, although those statistics have not yet been consolidated. But what is also of interest is that the MEC for roads and police has been on the road, and she has also been part of operations that have been taking place on Easter morning. She actually was part of an operation that stopped a bus here on the N1 as well, which according to the reports had 48 undocumented foreign nationals in the bus, and all of these people were detained. She did say that SABC as well as the Department of Home Affairs will be taking care of that. They will be processing those people to understand where exactly they are from. But from what they could get on the ground, the 48 people were actually traveling from Zimbabwe and they were going to Cape Town. There were also children that were part of that trip that was going to Cape Town. So far, that is what we know from the department, but we also know that tomorrow morning they will also be conducting another operation, although the details of it are not clear, and the department is saying they cannot really give us the details because they want to catch the people on the roads. Studio.
Look, Kamogelo, talk to us about the compliance in general during this Easter period, particularly by motorists, pedestrians, as well as passengers. How have they, been compliant to the rules of the road?
Well, here and there are cases where people have not been compliant. The department is reporting to us that a lot of people are driving around with cars that are not actually roadworthy. Some of them are driving around with discs that have expired, and those are some of the tickets that were issued. Tires that are worn out, those are some of the things that the police officers, or rather the traffic officers, have actually found on the roads that they've checked over the weekend. There's also a lot of jaywalking that happens on the roads as well if you are inside the city. But as much as we understand that people are jaywalking, the department is not really concerned about that because there isn't a lot of that going on.
And Kamogelo, maybe also, I know you touched on it a little bit earlier on. Talk to us about the current visibility of those law enforcement officers, and how long are they supposed to be or going to be stationed across the major routes?
Okay. Generally, in the Free State, you find that law enforcement officers are on the road for these routine checks. But because now there is the road safety campaign that is going on, they are actually on the roads 24 hours of the day. They are taking turns. As I've said, when we came here, there was an operation that was going on. It's not really a roadblock per se, but traffic officers are on the side of the road and they are stopping minibus, taxis especially, because they want to check the roadworthiness of these vehicles that are carrying people. They also want to check whether the drivers are permitted to be driving public on the road. There's also a lot that is actually going on. We do understand that at night, that is when a lot of people who are driving with cars that are not roadworthy are driving on the roads. In actual fact, that is what the MEC for Police, Roads and Transport had reported to us, that the reason why they are on the roads for 24 hours of the day is because at night, that's where a lot of illegal activities are happening on the road. The people who are not licensed to drive, or they are driving with a driver's license from other countries that are not recognized in the country, that's when they are on the road. So that's why they are keeping their presence 24 hours of the day.
Hello, thank you so much. We're going to leave it there. That is SABC News reporter there, Kamogelo Seekoei in the Free State.